Hi guys, welcome back to another video on YouTube. If you ain't subscribed on the Twitch, make sure to go on Twitch, and we are gonna start the dark side of Reddit. I'm here, chat. I'm here, chat. I can't even see myself. Sure, I'm not fucking. 1 minute. Do I look short to you? Do I look short? Do I look short? Do I look? Oh my god! Man, fuck this shit, man. Do I? Fuck it, we're watching it. Fuck this motherfucker. He's taking. Right, hi YouTube, welcome. Like, no, 1 minute. I'm going. 1 minute. I'm going to do my. 1 minute. Do I look short? Do I look short? I'm not short, buddy. I'm not short. I am. Man, fuck this shit. I'm.
The content of this video may be disturbing to some people and arousing to others. Proceed with caution.
Arousing.
The internet of today is no as it was just most track sites have been shut down, and Reddit is just a watered down version of what it once was. That being said, you can still find some pretty f***ed up things on Reddit to this day. And in this video, we're going to take a look at some of Reddit's most disgusting communities.
Yep.
Again, r/ratemypoop. Believe it or not, this is the least disturbing one we're going to be talking about today.
Least.
I just wanted to start us off light, you know, before we get into the darker stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still gross. I mean, it's
least.
Poop, but hey, we all do it. So, Rate My Poop is pretty much exactly as advertised. People will movements, and people in the comments will rate it.
Least.
Anti-children subreddit. So we're gonna start off with r/childfree. On the surface, this just seems like a community for people who aren't interested in having children. But pretty quickly, you'll come to realize that these people just straight up hate kids. And when I say hate, I don't mean they find them slightly annoying. I'm talking about a real burning hatred for children, okay? They hate kids more than I hate Franklin the Turtle. I think this user sums up the entire subreddit pretty well. I don't love children, but just don't want any of my own. I do not like kids and don't like to be around them. I don't find pregnancy to be a beautiful miracle. I think everything about it is disgusting. I don't find small children to be funny and cute. I find it to be gross.
Now you guys,
germy and loud.
Now you guys want to
say that everybody in this subreddit thinks like this woman, but a good amount of them do. They even have.
Someone. Shit, I've zoomed in the video again. 1 minute. 1 minute. Someone in the chat said. Can I highlight it? No, someone in the chat said like they were not kids once.
Even have like their own slang for people who have kids. They refer to women who have kids as breeders, and they refer to children as crotch fruit. Look at this. Sister with 9 crotch fruit bitter that I spent $400 on a cat. So I sent a donation to Planned Parenthood in her name. I spent $9,000 on a vacation and my breeder cousin called me disgusting. Listen, man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big kids guy either. I think they're kind of annoying, but this is just so hateful and gross.
I fucking hate you guys. You know that.
3 kids just
from the bottom of my heart, I hate you all.
So I'm gonna pick 3 lucky people at random and impregnate their moms. If you want to be chosen, just comment Dantavius, please impregnate my mom for a chance to have Dantavius Jr. as your sibling. Anyways, if you thought child free was crazy, there's another subreddit called Anti-Natalism. And these people don't hate kids. They think having children should be a crime. Anti sent a donation to Planned Parenthood in her name. I spent $9,000.
Impregnate. Who? Impregnate. Who? Oh, that's devious.
$9,000 on a vacation and my breeder cousin called me disgusting. Listen, man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big kids guy either, alright? I think they're kind of annoying, but this is just so bitter and hateful and gross that I've decided I'm gonna have 3 kids just to spite these people. So I'm gonna pick 3 lucky people at random and impregnate their moms. If you want to be chosen, just comment Dantavius, please impregnate my mom for a chance to have Dantavius Jr. as your sibling. Anyways, if you thought child-free was crazy, there's another subreddit called antinatalism. And these people don't just hate kids, they think having children should be a crime. Antinatalism is a philosophical belief that having children is morally wrong and cannot be justified. Now, I would argue that these people actually aren't as bad as the child-free people. They basically believe that bringing a child into this fucked up world will only create pain and suffering for the kid, and therefore is irresponsible and wrong. And even though I don't agree with that, it's at least more understandable than just hating kids r/breeding. On the other side,
I don't feel safe. 1 minute. I'm not gonna fucking let you in the stream. Why can't I do so? No. But what was the name of that again? Oh hell no. Should I click play? I'm scared.
those anti-kid subreddits, you have r/breeding, which is a fetish sub. These people are aroused by women getting pregnant and getting women pregnant, which is pretty fucking weird, but also...
I'm eating. Keep yourself alive. I'm copying. No. I quite something fucking related. Oh, I'm vomiting. No. That's terrible. No. I don't think I could play this even more.
Also not surprising at all. r/incest. Listen, man, call me old-fashioned, but I think having...
What are these subreddit names? No. You can't. What are these names? I can't. Oh, hell no. That's my reaction.
I think having intercourse with your relatives is fucking weird. Okay, I know everybody's always saying, don't kink shame. Well, f that, alright?
Yeah,
if your kink is wanting to bang one of your relatives, you should absolutely be ashamed of yourself, alright? People 5,000 years ago knew you weren't supposed to bang your siblings. And we haven't learned. But apparently there's at least 250,000 people who disagree with me. The r/incest subreddit has over 290,000 subscribers.
Million.
This is some truly depraved stuff.
Million. I can't with you. I can't. How do you... No, by the way, this might be listed in the most worst things, so it gets more worse than this. I can't. We're not even 4 minutes in, and I keep pausing all this disgustingness.
Man, sisters banging brothers, moms banging sons, uncles banging cousins. It's a goddamn free-for-all. Now, this is pretty depressing on its own, but
send it to Alcatraz.
Much worse. There's another subreddit called r/inbreeding, and their banner says, when just f***ing your family isn't enough. These people believe not only should you have coitus with your family, but you should also have kids with them, because it's like a good thing. I mean, I can't tell if this is a fetish or if these people are for real. It's really hard to tell, but let's take a look at some of these posts. Currently trying for a baby with my son. If we are successful, I hope to encourage my son to begin breeding with his daughter/sister the second she turns 18. What do y'all think? Keep it in the family? What the fuck? And the comments are even worse.
Alright, chat, they asked, how do y'all think? So what do you think, chat? Should we think, yeah, oh, I'm happy for you. Oh, no, I wasn't going to be happy for you. No normal citizen of this earth, no pedestrian on this earth is going to agree with you, alright? No one is going to agree with you.
Or even worse than the actual post. Definitely, there will be one big happy incest family to play with in the coming years, and possibly decades. Super lucky son, definitely the best to keep it in the family. Makes them bond super.
What the hell is this?
Then we got this.
What is this?
My husband wants to have a second baby with our daughter, and of course I agree with it. Okay, I can't do this anymore, man. I'm too uncomfortable with this.
Yeah, I'm dying. I'm dying. Yeah, I'ma be a mum, aunt, grandma, and a great aunt.
Comfortable with this Freudian bullshit. And these were the most tame ones I could find, by the way. Like, I can't even show most of the posts in these subreddits r slash on figurines. I found this one on an iceberg chart on Reddit, and it just stood out to me. And it's exactly what you think it is. That's all I'm gonna say. The description is very accurate. r slash iBlech. iBlech.
Can you hear me crunching, by the way?
iBleach. And let me tell you, I was on this subreddit for like 30 seconds total, and I literally wanted to pour bleach in my eyes. Like, I already saw in my short time browsing a dude get beheaded, another guy with his brain hanging out, genitals mutilated in multiple ways. In short, I wouldn't recommend it. Honestly, I'm surprised this subreddit hasn't been banned yet. 50/50. This one is kind of...
I know that one. I know that one. I wasn't watching the subreddit, but I saw someone react to it. Thank God I've never seen videos like that. Thank God. I've barely seen videos like that, and I was just forced to watch them. Thank God I haven't seen videos like that. How do you watch these and think, yes, this is the greatest video, let's watch another beheaded? I don't think I'll be able to sleep after that.
This one is kind of like iBlech, but only half as bad. I mean, pretty much everybody knows about 50/50, but in case you don't, each post on here has a 50% chance of being something horrendous and a 50% chance of being something delightful. Like this one, for example. It could either be a delicious uncut pear or a decaying prolapsed anus. I'm not going to tell you guys which one it was. You got to figure that one out for yourself.
It's a pear.
Actually, no, it was a pear. It was a pear. Don't go on this subreddit. But honestly, this one's kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, sure, you might see some stuff that will scar you for the rest of your life, but it's quirky. r/sounding. Oh man, this one is messed up. Let me read the description. Sounding is the practice of inserting objects into the urethra for sexual or mental pleasure. So whatever you're imagining right now, it's 10 times worse than that, okay? I saw a stapler. I literally saw a stapler inside a guy's pee-pee. And there was also another sub called r/sounding meetups, where I guess guys meet up to stick each... I don't know. r/thinspo. According to the subreddit's description, thinspo is simply an inspiration for people to get or stay thin. And that sounds great. Everybody knows being thin is healthy, right? Well, not in this case, because when they say thin, they mean really thin, like unhealthy. The sub has been right.
You know what's unhealthy? Like, have you seen them motherfuckers so skinny you can see the bone? I don't know if that's me, but it's not coming in femboys or some shit. They're so skinny, like, no, you don't need to be that fucking skinny. Like, alright, maybe they ain't that skinny, but, you know, it's normally the fucking femboys I've seen the most. These motherfuckers are so skinny, I can see their rib cage. It's crazy.
It's for glorifying and promoting anorexia, and there's been a lot of calls for it to get taken down. r/blueberry. This is like the most specific fetish I've ever heard of. So, you guys remember Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, where that girl chews a stick of gum and it turns her into a giant blueberry? According to Vice.com, the blueberry kink is a subgenre of several other kinks. It combines force feeding, expansion or inflation porn, supersized, big beautiful
inflation,
women, as well as elements of bondage and submission.
What the fuck's inflation? Like, you're attracted to money or some shit. Oh, that went to $1 to $1.25. This is so hot right now. It's turning me on.
It's often a humiliation element or a caretaking tenderness, or a combination of the two. So there you have it. This just goes to prove that anything you can think of has been sexualized in some way, alright? Rule 34 is not just a theory, it's a fact. Drug subreddits. So my buddy Ghost Gum covered this topic, but I'm going to sum it up. There's a subreddit for pretty much every drug you can think of. You got the more tame ones like r/trees, which is a weed subreddit, not to be confused with weed, which is a subreddit. Now, stoner culture is pretty cringe, in my opinion, and this subreddit is no exception. But in the grand scheme of things, it's pretty harmless, especially when you compare it to some of the other ones we're going to talk about. Then you got r/LSD, which turns the cringe up to 11. These people think that LSD will solve all of the problems in the world and has zero consequences. They also think that they're the most enlightened and brilliant people on the planet for doing it. But at the end of the day, LSD still probably won't ruin your life, unlike the more hardcore stuff like r/crack, r/heroin, and r/meth. And you're probably thinking to yourself, these subreddits...
No, chat, just don't do drugs. I mean, is it that hard? Like, goddamn, is it that hard? Just don't do them in the first place. I mean, goddamn, it ain't that hard, is it?
Reddits are probably for people who are trying to recover from addiction and they're just looking for a support network. Wrong. The majority of people in these subreddits have no intention of quitting anytime soon. So the content mostly consists of memes about doing these drugs or photos of them taking the drugs. But the worst thing is people egging each other on. In the r/meth subreddit, the top rated post is a guy flushing his stash down the toilet and saying he's done being an addict. And most of the comments were supportive, but then you have comments like this.
Why don't the police? I mean, ain't it illegal to do crack? I mean, all the police need to do, contact Reddit, get their IP, arrest them. How are you allowed to? This fucking laws confuse me. Like, there's motherfuckers flashing guns, but if you do it online, it's okay. But when you do it in front of the police, it's not. I mean, it's confusing. For example, if I did crack in front of the police, they'd arrest me. But I was showing off doing crack in front of the camera. Probably a high chance I won't get arrested. A little bit of a high chance I won't get arrested.
It's like this. Why would you stop? What a waste of time. I can barely get any up here in Wisconsin. You just go flush your shit. Gosh, that pisses me off. I respect you for wanting to get clean, but why not just sell it or something? Hey, man, he's right. Didn't your parents tell you there's kids in Africa who don't even have meth? And you're just gonna waste it?
Fucking yeah, shame on you.
/corned beef approved too. This sub is called the Home
corned beef. I love corned beef.
And for good reason.
What's wrong with it?
A while back, Reddit user Corned Beef made his own subreddit that basically curated the most disgusting stuff on Reddit. If something was horrendous enough, it was deemed to be corned beef approved. And the original sub got banned last year, but this one was made short.
This video is happily approved, guys, so don't worry. You can like and subscribe now.
And I'm actually curious to see how long it takes for this one to get banned. I don't think it's going to be around for much longer, honestly. And if you get curious and decide to check this sub out for yourself, I'm begging you not to.
It's too what?
Seriously, I know every time I ask you guys not to look something up, you're just going to go...
Are you ready for us to search it up?
Just this one time. Listen to me, okay? I can't even begin to describe the types of things I saw. But by far, the worst thing I came across was a photo of Nikocado Avocado getting stooped by his boyfriend, and I still have the image burned.
I've seen it, yes, same.
Crazy Cat Lady first. On May 2020, a post was made in the Don't Fuck With Cats subreddit with the title Crazy Cat Lady.
It's been banned.
My friend was on Omegle, and she came across a girl who told her that under the interest furry, there was a woman on there who killed, burned, and skinned cats. Some people experienced the burning, others the skinning. She experienced her holding a skull. Holding the skull. At first, my friend thought it was fake, but then she saw her thumb in its jaw, and then she poked the eye out. She snapped a picture, and the girl was laughing at the dead cat, laughing at my friends and us on the phone. She's still on there right now showing off the dead kitten. Later on, somebody posted photo...
I can't with you. I can't with you. No, I thought this would be a nice, fun video. You know, I'll watch, I eat, have a fun time, but this is the most disgusting shit I've ever heard.
Evidence of this crazy cat bitch holding skulls. Obviously, I'm not going to show you these pictures, but there are a few of her wearing a coyote pelt that I can show you. There's also a photo of her fridge which supposedly contained cat meat, and some people even said they saw her eating.
She's the Jeffrey Dahmer!
Evidence of that specifically.
She's Jeffrey Dahmer!
Obviously,
the Jeffrey Dahmer of animals!
So the r/Crazy Cat Lady First subreddit was formed to try and catch her. Now, it should be mentioned that some people were suspicious that this cat killer was even real, and they thought maybe this whole thing was part of some...
No, that's Jeffrey Dahmer!
ARG. Look at the subreddit for this case, r/Crazy Cat Lady First. It's pretty weird how new all of the accounts are on that subreddit. Some of them are hours old, including one of the moderators. Another mod account is 4 days old. None of them are moderating other subs. Most users I look at have no posting history outside of this subreddit. Where are the videos of her actually harming or killing animals? I don't want to see them, but so far I've only seen nasty photos and a lot of claims with little evidence. But this theory was proved wrong when the cat killer, aka Crystal Scott, was arrested in Indiana a month later.
Let's go.
It should be mentioned that the Crazy Cat Lady First subreddit was completely fucking useless in tracking her down. In fact, they probably did more harm than good, but despite that, she was still sentenced to 2 years in prison. Which honestly seems kind of light for somebody who's a potential future serial killer. And last but not least,
give her
the most disturbing subreddit ever created, r/Dantavius. It's full of people talking about Franklin the Turtle. Obviously horrible.
1 minute, 1 minute.
But if you're...
You know, animals have lives too, right? Like, pitch this, right? Animals have lives too. It's not a W. Well, it is a W, but she's out of prison now. I know she is because that's an old story, I think. Oh, it sounds like old Reddit, but no. People, yeah, only 2. She's out now. Definitely. I'm not gonna search it or anything, but I know that's like a story from like 2018, 2.5. So I think that's 2 years and 5 months. So cat killers, animal killers, hamster killers, any killers should get life, right? If they can kill a human and get life, then they can kill an animal and get life. Not they can kill a human and get life, and they can kill an animal and not get life. It's unfair, right? People rob people, right? They get more than that. You kill a life of someone, you don't get that much. You just rob a fucking TV. There you go, you're in there for 10 years. It's unfair. I'm telling you, chat.
Enough to check it out. Feel free to post video suggestions or something.
That's it, chat. WL video. WL video. I can't end here. If you're watching from YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. And bye-bye.